lammy kebabs for Easter. I'm on live.
What?
I'm on live. Stream. Live stream.
Oh.
Game changer. Right here. Happy Saturday. There's a lot of fat. I'm going to trim that. Splitting lammy indoors. Is what this is. So I got this knife because I needed something for deboning venison. And it's a Dexter made in the USA. S1316 Dex Steel. That's what it is. And it works great for this. Oh, got one. Somebody has come on. If you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm making lamb kebabs. And good morning or good evening, depending where you are. Here in North Carolina, we're 7:15 in the morning. But if you're in China, maybe it's 7:16 p.m. If you're vegetarian, you might not watch this. I know, it's really exciting stuff, right? This is lamb. Kirkland. And we're gonna have this tonight. Cooked up on the big green egg. Shish kebabs. Lamb kebabs. Sound good? And I put a dry rub on it. Sort of a Moroccan flavor. Trimmy trim. Love that you're here, stopping by. Say hey in the chat, or hi, or hello, whichever suits you. Nice. Bought this in June of 2025. It's been buried in the freezer for almost a year. But this is a fairly typical, traditional, I don't know if I'd say that for us, but one year we had goat meat for Easter. It was pretty good. This is lamb. Oh, and I try to trim most of the fat off. As much as I can get off. Thanks for the like there. That's awesome. I actually got a gift yesterday from a viewer who I'll now call a P1, one of my P1s. P1 is priority one. Sharp. It's quiet here. And you're all quiet on there. Got my coffee. I should be singing or something, right? Entertaining you. I'm not a good singer. Michael, I heard you say lamb on Oh Man We're Eating Today. I like lamb myself a lot. I say it's salty. I say delicious. Yeah, I do. I'll put a dry rub on it, and it'll have a lot of salt in that. Thanks for getting into the chat there and starting the convo. I'll do something like a Moroccan sort of flavor. I think it goes well with the lamb. And it'll just marinate. I should have done this last night. I usually try to do it 24 hours before we eat it, but so it'll have the rest of today to marinate in the fridge. And hey, right back to you there, Michael. And I love lamb. I know not everybody does because it's quite a flavorful meat. Some either love it or they hate it. There's not a lot in between. I can get in between. My son-in-law, he's a reluctant lamb eater, but he will eat it. It's actually a premium cut of meat. This is a boneless. What do they call it? The butterfly, something like that. This is Lamb of leg boneless roast. We get it from Kirkland or from Costco. It's the Kirkland brand. It's pretty high quality. From Australia. Any Australians on? Yeah, not a bad choice at all. I agree. Um, yeah, we don't eat it too regularly. It's not a cheap cut of meat. In fact, the last time we ate it was last Easter, I think. And I was saying earlier, I remembered we had one in our freezer, and it was from purchased in right around the summertime last year, June. It's lamb. Bruno, I'm carving up the lamb and making kebabs for dinner tonight. And I'm trimming the fat and sinew and membrane off of it. Last time I did extensive trimming and slicing and dicing was in October and November when I got deer, venison, using this guy. It's good. This is actually a great knife. I don't know why I didn't have one of these earlier. Well, because I didn't really need it. You know, you use your kitchen knives. But this is fantastic. We are men, Scott, from birth till death. It is our duty to fight for our purpose, for our dreams, for our rights, for our family, and we don't receive any praise or medals for it. That was a little random there, Bruno. But yes, I'm a man. That a lot of prep for sure. Deer also is a nice process too, but it's totally worth it. Yes, I agree. And I've been living here on our land here for 8 years, and I got serious about the hunting. Yeah, probably about only 2 years ago, and I enjoy the sit, enjoy the harvest, and the sacrifice. I have to say of the deer is not taken for granted by me, not at all. So I don't let anything go to waste. And it's really good. I love it. Love venison. And I got 2 bucks this past hunting season. Uh, Living on 24, but I have 10 more acres, just another wood lot, just close by, like I can walk to it in 5 minutes. It's another parcel. So we got 34 acres. All 34 are wooded, huntable, lots of deer. I'm in North Carolina, Michael. Northern North Carolina. Like not that far away from the Virginia state line, central part. You're in Pittsburgh. Yeah, I drive through Pittsburgh when I go home. Well, when I say go home, I'm originally, I was born and raised in London, Ontario. I've been in North Carolina since '98. Came here for work and stayed. Green card, citizenship, got it all. Not, and love the weather here. It's awesome. Yeah, I'm not far from Eden. That's right. Live out. I'm not in the country, obviously, with the acreage, but yeah. Old skunk brow. Yeah. There's a name for that. What is it again? I forget what. Um, yeah, it's interesting. This side of my body, I have the hair it's gone a little bit lighter and whiter than the other side. Funny, eh? Hey, Brian. Yeah, I got an identical twin brother too. He doesn't have the same thing. Uh, just me. My brother used to say, my twin, he'd say, Scotty, it's startling. Your eyebrow is startling. It's startling me. It's unique, right? Nothing I can do about it. I'll roll with it. This is kind of a relaxing process. What do I do for a living? Chicken Chase says. Um, I'm semi-retired, and but I'm still. When I say semi, you know, I have a couple of gigs that are related to my where I used to work. I used to sell. I still sell, but I used to work in chemical sales for a big company, a German company, not BSF, Evonik. And I worked for them for 20 years selling super absorbent polymer. And I still sell super absorbent polymer on my own now. Um, but it's not like full time for me. And so, you know, I'm at this place here. I keep the place here up. And I'm now YouTube. I work for YouTube. I was just saying, I just got monetized. I'm up to $1.58 month to date that I've earned. So I'm a chemistry. No, my background was industrial engineering. And when I finished school, I went out to Vancouver. We lived there for 6 years, Vancouver, Canada. And then I came here because we were a customer. We're up in Vancouver. We were a customer of the company that was selling us the super absorbent. And what we were doing in Vancouver was actually a new technology in specialty. We called it paper making. It wasn't really paper making, but it was a core absorbent material that we made Anyway, the long story short there is they ended up, um, the company here in the States wanted me to work for them because I had that skill set that not many people in the world had. And I was in product development. So I was doing a lot of the interesting stuff. So the chemical company hired me because they thought that's where the technology was going to go. And they wanted to be at the forefront of that. So I came down here and I was in, yeah, I was doing sort of product development stuff for the chemical company, but it was more applications related and customer interfacing. And that's ended up being the reason why I moved into sales with them because I had the technical background, understood the products, and so that was what I did. And so that's my quick backstory. Yeah. But you know, when you're selling a chemical product, it definitely helps to have a technical background. No question about it. Even though I didn't have a chemistry background, I had a little bit of chemistry in the, but not much, and not enough to do my job. And you know, I learned a lot on the job too about the chemistry and the process. That was probably more important to know. The chemistry, yes, but also for me in trying to explain to customers what was happening with the product, understanding the process was probably more beneficial than the actual chemistry because we always traveled to customers with a chemist who could answer those questions because they worked in the lab doing the um, reactions and stuff like that. Psychology for 2 years, eh, Michael? Paid your way with a carpentry job and spend my own contracting business because I learned how to get it in customers' head. Yeah, that's fantastic. Um, Good for you. And the experience you get is great, isn't it? I did root for summer job for 2 years. I did shingling of roofs when I was in college. That's hard work, man. I remember the first 2 weeks of that job. I was like 19 years old then, and I was a wuss back then, that's for sure. And God help any of the kids today if they had to do that. It's only the toughest ones that survive that. And I just remember the first week, my hands were completely shredded, and the actual shinglers really put me through the ringer. They really did. And carrying those bundles up the ladder, oh my God, I was pretty. I got in shape quick because if I didn't, I wasn't gonna have a job. But I managed to make it through, and I got fairly good at it, fairly proficient. And they put me on piecework the following summer. I came back and worked for the guy, and I did okay doing the piecework. I mean, it was, yeah, that was the chance either to shine or really not do anything. But I made just enough that they could keep me on, and I mean, I wasn't anywhere near as good as the guys who were doing this for a living, the shingling. And in those days, they didn't have pneumatic nailers; everything was with a hammer. So I was like always very impressed by. There was a couple of the pro guys like Man, they could put some square on those roofs with a hammer. Yeah, the roofs. I don't like roofs that to this day. I really, well, maybe it's just an age thing, or maybe, you get, and I had, when I bought my first house, I went up and put I would have been around 30 years old when I did this. I went up and put a power vent on the roof, which was a 2-story roof. And by then I had 2 kids, young kids. One was a baby, my son. And I almost fell off the roof putting that thing on. I slipped and I was like, this is not worth it. I thought I was invincible, and you kind of do when you're 19, 20 years old, but then you have a family and all that stuff, and you're like, nah, there's people better qualified than me to do this stuff so they can get up there. Bacon wrap it. Benny, this is lamb. It's not beef, and lamb is quite flavorful, and yeah, probably would be. Anything's good with bacon. What I'm doing is making kebabs, lamb kebabs. So I'm just trimming it up, and I'm gonna put a dry marinade, spicy marinade on this, which is what I have to do now. And I'm gonna cook it on my big green egg here later today. This is tonight for tonight's dinner, excuse me. So that's what our plan is. Yeah, the roofers are insane. It's in the southwest. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I look at the rooftop on this house we're in, and we have there's a basement, and the basement's 10 feet, and then the first floor is 9-foot ceilings, and then the next one, the third floor is 9 foot. So you got what, 10, 19, 27, 28 feet. Then you have the roof. So you're like 30 feet up, and it's a pretty steep pitch. And I was watching these guys shingling. Crazy. I mean, they weren't using ropes or anything. They just, I mean, like, yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining. The folks who've come on and started chatting with me. Appreciate it a lot. I'm still here, but I am kind of in a hurry. So that's, I just wanted to do a quick live stream. And yeah, because I have to go out now. So I got some errands to run before our company comes. So thank you all for joining. Michael is a top fan here. 9 times for me, I fell, so I went inside, started on drywall and electrical. In 40 years, I went to even class. I could go for everything out there. Fantastic. Good for you, Michael. That is really good. Awesome. I dabbled in some of the trades there, just not for working for people, but the drywall. I learned that when I was a teenager because my dad finished the basement, and we did it. We actually did the drywall, my twin brother and I. And he taught us a little bit of electrical as well. And then I learned a little bit in school. And so I do the wire. If I need wiring done here, I do it. I did a little cabin. I did my barn shop up there just outside. So yeah, it's nice to have those skills, and good on you, Michael. Appreciate y'all for joining me this morning, this early live stream. And yeah, okay. I'm glad you said that, Michael, about you want to see the lamb comes out. And that's funny. I'm gonna do a live stream later. So yeah, join me if you can. If not, you can go look in the archives. They all get posted there when if you miss it. And but I plan to do it later this afternoon when I'm out there on my deck there with the big green egg. So again, thank you for joining. Peace out. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.